All right, welcome back to another edition of Blender versus the Industry. Today we'll be talking about pivot points. I'm going to take a look at how Maya handles pivot points compared to how Blender handles pivot points. Okay, so at the end of the video, I'm going to kind of talk about which one I think is better, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So I'll go ahead and start with Maya. So here's Maya, and here's the cube, and I can see that when I rotate, just by default, it pivots around itself. So if I move the cube over here and again pivot, I can see that it's pivoting around itself. So if I wanted to change its pivot point, I could hold down D as in dog, and I could move this, and I could move it, let's say, to the center. Now if I rotate, I can see that I changed the pivot point of the object. Okay, so really easy to change the pivot point. If I wanted to, here's kind of a cool trick. Well, first of all, if I want to get the pivot point back, I can go like this. Modify, center pivot. Now the pivot's back on its center. But let's say if I wanted to do something like this, I'll open it up, and let's say if I wanted a second pivot point on the object. What I could do is I could go Control G to create a group, and now I have the cube with its own pivot point, and the group has its own pivot point, which I can see is at the center of the scene, and I could move that by pressing D and moving it. But you can see here that if I grab this, I have the pivot point of the cube here, but I also have the pivot point of the cube itself like that. So if I kind of put it at a crazy angle, come back here, I can see that it didn't get screwed up. It still is pivoting here, and then this pivot point is independent of that. Okay, so it's kind of like it can have two pivot points, if you will. So really cool. Let's take a look at how Blender handles pivot points. So if I go back into the Blender scene, I just have a simple cube again, and I'm going to kind of demonstrate a few tricks with pivot points in Blender. So if we look here, I'm just going to go ahead and move this. So I'll just kind of go like this, and if I rotate this, I'm going to just use these manipulators because it's going to be easier to kind of see what I'm doing. I can see that I'm rotating, and there's my pivot point in the center of the object. Okay, that's because up here it's set to bounding box. But if I go to 3D cursor, take a look at this. I can see that it's pivoting on the 3D cursor. So I can move this pivot point anywhere that I want. So if I shift right click, I can see that the 3D cursor is over here. Now when I rotate the object, it's going to be here. What's kind of interesting about that is if I go Shift A, and if I add something else in the scene, I'm just going to kind of move this over here. Okay, so this object, this sphere, I can set that sphere to be 3D cursor, and now I can see that that sphere is now traveling or pivoting around that, and I can have this object also pivot around that. So they're kind of sharing a kind of an imaginary pivot point there. If I wanted the sphere to rotate around itself, I just go like this, bounding box, and now I can see that it's rotating around itself. If I want this to rotate around itself, I would just set this back to bounding box, and now it can rotate around itself. So that's kind of cool. But what if I wanted, let's say, the cube's actual pivot point right here, and I wanted this pivot point to be on the 3D cursor somewhere else? Well, what I can do is if I select the cube, I can go like this. I can say Object, and I'm going to go to, let me see here, Set Origin. I'm going to say Set Origin to 3D cursor. And what's going to happen is this orange dot is going to go over here. So if I go to Object, Set Origin, Origin to 3D cursor, I can see that dot now moved over here. So now when I rotate this, the cube is going to pivot there. And it's set to bounding box. So that means that if I press Shift and click on the 3D cursor, that if I set this to 3D cursor, the sphere will still rotate around that. The cube will use this as its pivot point right here on the 3D cursor, but if I set this to Object, bounding box, I can see that the cube is now kind of forcing it to be over here, so we actually moved its pivot point. Where again, if I use the pivot point by default is inside of the object. Okay, so I think it's really kind of cool with this 3D cursor how we can kind of use that to have objects share pivot points. We can actually kind of force a pivot point to be in that location. So Comparing Maya's pivot point and Blender's pivot point, I feel like I really like that additional idea of this 3D cursor to kind of help with our pivot points. So I'm going to go ahead and give the thumbs up to Blender for the pivot point, or to just kind of its diversity in pivot point using the 3D cursor. So again, really cool stuff here. If you guys have any questions or anything to add, please make sure to leave it in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe and share the video. All right, thanks a lot, guys.